Here are those on the 70 bubble. The actual bubble boy is rookie Austin Eckroat, not pictured. Number 76, Shane Lowry. Number 79, Justin Thomas. We've talked a lot about him this week. And number 81, Adam Scott. Well, listen, everyone's got a story. Maybe some of them are more alluring than others. Tripp, who jumps out at you and why?
Well, a couple of things. Somebody I think from outside of that near bubble area, those players are under a lot of pressure. Some of them are going to respond, some aren't. We always talk about, 5 guys could move in or 8 guys could move in, and it never seems to be that. It's always kind of like 2 or 3 end up getting in these instances. A guy I got my eye on, and it's a guy who we just talked to, and he's made the playoffs every year. He's been on tour his first year, 2008, Kevin Streelman. And what happens with players a lot of times is we get off in certain areas, and you find something. Somehow you find it, and it really clicks. Last week at the 3M Open, after Friday, Kevin Streelman told us exactly what he found.
I was at my my coach's garage, Jake Thurm in Chicago, and he's got all this cool 3D technology, and you get in this like high-tech suit with all these, flashing lights all over the place. And I had noticed my hips and my shoulders were pretty square to my target, but my rib cage was actually like 20 degrees open it's something you couldn't see with 2D and with video. But all of a sudden, I mean, all I'm feeling is like that, with my kind of center just clicking a bit closed. But now all of a sudden I'm able to feel that rotation, and on both sides of the ball it just kind of gives a little stability versus it kind of stopping and me throwing, which is always kind of my problem. So just seeing that on like a cool little 3D avatar and cleaning that up so far has been a pretty drastic change for me.
And that's what we see all the time. Think about that, 20 degrees open with his rib cage. So when he would turn, he couldn't turn all the way. And then when he was coming through, he was short. And as he said, he was stopping. So he covered the ball well last week. He was 3rd in strokes gained tee to green. He was 28th in strokes gained putting. And this week, more than ever, putting is extremely important in this championship. Historically, about 6% more than the tour average. You got to gain about 41% of your strokes on the greens here at Sedgefield. But I think Kevin Streelman is that guy that fits this golf course. It's not necessarily about the longer hitters. It's about great iron play and really being good on and around the green. So I think Kevin Streelman could get it done at 84th. He jumped from 117th last week up to 84th, and he's sitting where probably a top 4 finish, top 5 finish would guarantee that he moves on to play in Memphis.
Jaime, leave it to a Duke guy to talk about rib cage analytics, but you're going to go a little bit further down the list for the story you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm going to Zac Blair, who's 90th right now. He would need at least a solo 4th, probably a 3-way tie for 2nd to clinch it. But Zac's journey this year has been really difficult. He's coming off a major medical. He had a labrum operation 2 years ago, missed most of the last 2 years, started playing this year, slowly kind of got back into the game. He was running out of time to make enough money to get his card, and then he shot 62 at Travelers in the final round to finish tied for 2nd. That really catapulted him to have a chance, and then he came to 3M, needed a T31 to get that card, and he finished T13 with a closing 64. So excellent, finish. He's hot right now. He's feeling good. He's a 5'6" guy. He's like, Brian Harman, really great through the bag, except not long. And the other thing I like about him, he's a real avid aficionado of golf architecture and really studies it, has done that throughout his whole tour career. Stopped off at nearby classic courses like Pine Valley or National Golf Links of America, and just really looked into what makes these courses great, to the point that he's built his own great golf course called the Tree Farm in Aiken, South Carolina, and it really looks beautiful. It looks like a conglomeration of Pinehurst and Pine Valley, a lot of sand, a lot of the new look like Gil Hanse puts together, and I just think he's a golf lover, and I root for him, and, with this momentum that he's got, maybe he gets through.
Yeah, unlike anything else the rest of the year. Of course, the majors capture our attention, but the last regular season event of the year, so many stories wherever you look.